This is the second video for section 1.2. In this video, we look at some things to be careful about when working with both observational studies and experiments. Confounding and lurking variables, and there's some other problems that we see when we are trying to gather data. And I want to kind of talk about confounding versus lurking variables because they're very much related. And again, you don't necessarily need to know like word for word definitions, but when we have confounding, there are two things that may seem to be related. So perhaps we have, you may have seen this before, ice cream sales versus, I've seen shark bites, snake bites. We're in Tennessee, so let's do snake. And you might have something that says that some data that you've gathered that when ice cream sales are low, so are snake bites. And as we have more ice cream sales, we end up with more snake bites. And so there's, this idea of, well, ice cream sales cause snake bites. Or perhaps we turn that around and we take this ice cream sales and we put it up here, and we take the snake bites and we move that down here. And I know that doesn't fit very well, but maybe if I move it over here a little bit. That was fun. So we have, it doesn't matter which order we're in, and of course that doesn't look very good because snake bites wasn't big enough, but whatever order, it looks like one of them might be causing the other. However, hopefully your brow is furrowed and you're looking at the screen like, what is this crazy lady talking about? And that's good, because that means you've got a red flag up, and that's because of confounding. There's something else affecting one or both of these. So confounding is when one of the variables is one or more, could be both of them, is being affected by something else. The lurking variable is that variable that we don't know about that could be affecting one or the other or both. In this case, I think that we can say that the sun, the weather, affects both of these. So you buy more ice cream in the summer, and snakes are out in the summer. So these two things are being affected, actually both of them are being affected by the lurking variable of weather. The biggest problem or other problem that you would want to be careful of so far in this chapter is going to be the idea of causation versus correlation. And we'll talk about that on the next slide. All right, and here we go. The big idea as far as statistics and experiments versus observational studies, why we do hypothesis testing, which we'll be doing near the end of the semester, the reason we collect data. The only way to show cause and effect is with a well-designed, well-controlled experiment. This is extremely important idea, and I think that this, even though I didn't mention it, this goes in to the lifelong. You've got to remember that just because two things seem related, and that's where correlation comes in. There might be a relationship, but you cannot show that one is causing the other without designing an experiment that is well controlled. If you control as many variables as possible, then you're able to show that there's a cause and effect. So please remember that, and thank you for watching.